have to. We have to breathe. It takes the entire body to some degree to breathe. That's what I mean, is what is the core? If your core is deactivated, you're not going to breathe. Your diaphragms are your core. There's diaphragms in the neck. There's diaphragms down in the abdominal area. Muscles that allow us to breathe. If the muscles that don't, if the muscles that allow breathing don't work, which is what activation means, is the muscles working, they're either working or they're not. You're either breathing or you're really, really struggling to. You're either standing or you're really, really, really struggling to. And this is even unconscious, sleeping. You're either sleeping or you're really, really, really struggling to even just breathe while you sleep. Do you see what I mean? There's only one way the human body could ever work. It could never possibly have an opinion that could even matter at all. We just don't know what we don't know. We can't be held accountable for what we don't know. As much as I sound like I'm just mocking people, sometimes I truly am. But I didn't know any of this stuff, man. Most any of this stuff, let's be clear. Most of it, though, yeah, certainly, I didn't know. Until I was like 24 years old, just a couple years ago from today's date, the 31st of January, 2026. I didn't know. I was in what people call bad posture, and I had all sorts of problems going on in my body. I was wearing heels on shoes, and I was having imbalances in shoe lacing and shoe tying. I was tying drawstrings one side over the other, rotating my entire body. I was wearing oversized clothing. I had imbalances of all sorts in clothing. And whatever else. Stretch. I was wearing stretch in clothing all the time. I was doing all the same things. So as much as I sound like I'm, pointing fingers like you should be as good as me, no, it's just, this is nothing about me. It's God. This is the design of the human being that I didn't design it. I can't decide how it works, but it only works how it works because I didn't design it. Okay? It's not my choice. So I'll be as bold as I am about it. There you go. You can never have a deactivated core. Muscles either work or they don't. Muscles working is muscles activated. If you're standing, your body is opposing Earth's gravity. It's got to be activated, or you're just flopping onto the ground. The human body just works all together. Everything's got its own role. I'm not being redundant, but I'm leading into how to really understand this. Here's a plane coming. Dante is just so relaxed, man. Just flopped over here on the Earth. Okay. Like you would be if your core deactivated. Or me, too. Yeah. Here comes a plane. Still. It is crazy, though. It's dumbfounding. It's nuts. There's so many people with so many opinions on workout plans to try to get your body to do something. We say this phrase, you'll never get enough of what's not for you. You can do it all you want because you'll just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. The only end is to allow your body to reside in this neutral position. Standing is the restful state. Look at my arms hanging down with Earth's gravity. And look at my good posture. Look at my neck mobility. I don't have a claim. I couldn't possibly. That's why it's so crazy. That's why I say don't believe me, because you don't have to. And then if it's still true, it's still true. It always was if it ever is. Truth never changes. The human body, it's been the same since all of them. And it always will be as well. So, yeah, the thing with the core is it's got to always be activated. We haven't even really gotten to this video's title yet. I've just been giving context leading up to it, and that's just how we do it. That's what I mean. I don't care to try to convince anybody of anything ever. I'll give you as deep of context as I feel I need to give in the time that I do, so that you know that I couldn't even claim something. I explain it thoroughly. There you go. There's the explanation. There's no opinion. Rotated seams and the core. We've got rotated seams nowadays in clothing. Clothing's the only thing physically placed on us. Oversized clothing, imbalances of any kind, in clothing and ropes introduced to the body. These are the things that I say are really the main understanding of how clothing gets us into chronic patterning. Okay. The body just trying to work around these things, shoelaces, drawstrings, anything tied one side over the other around the body or on the body in any way, there's a center to all of it. There's a neutral to all of it. If the body's trying to work around things, it'll get into chronic patterning. Scar tissue builds up, bone spurs build up, where the muscles connecting to bones through tendons that only track directly in line, and then the bones connecting to bones through ligaments that only track directly in line, otherwise they're damaged, okay, on either end of the neutral, it's just not straight. They're just a neutral. There's only one way the human body could ever work. There's only one way the hands work. There is only one way the feet work, okay? 2 videos I filmed back to back in beautiful St. George, Utah in November of 2025. Dante and I will be moving down to St. George, Utah, 3.5 hours south of where we are here in Utah County. It's the very southernmost part of Utah. With us doing so much under the gift of video and doing so much in nature, we live up Utah, as in the Image Clothing Company, the state of Utah here in the United States of America. The United States of America.